Chapter 042 Blood Elixir. Absorb blood spirit? Refine 10 flying yixias into azures? Such a method even exists? If this can really be done, won't I be able to walk through the world unopposed from now on? Fang Han's heart shook violently. When the fiend army charged toward him, he had originally been as calm as still water, preparing to fight with all his might and lift his mind to the state of setting life and death aside. But this single sentence from Yin jolted him awake in shock. Inside the submerged dragon yellow spring diagram, he had stored 10 flying yixias, the corpse of the pink prince, 1 blood cotton demon robe, 1 spirit wind sword, the silver serpent sword, the red desire sword, plus the flying swords of 4 outer sect disciples, 7 flying swords in total. None of these items could be used right now, not even a hint of their existence could leak out, or a deadly disaster would befall him immediately. Of course, all demonic cultivation techniques are forced plunder. Devour souls to boost your own power. I swallowed the heavenly rooster pure yang rope, and now I can use a small amount of magic power. I can cast the blood transmutation great art of the Yellow Spring sect. With the holy Yellow Spring water to wash away the spiritual impurities, I can refine the souls of the living beings you kill into immensely nourishing pure blood elixirs, concentrate their essence to feed the flying yixias. That will let them grow faster, molt and transform into azuras. Even one azura, though it cannot cast spells, has the strength of 13 horses. Its raw physical power is enough to stand against a master of the mystic ability realm. If you can kill the entire fiend army here, the blood elixirs we refine will probably give birth to 4 or 5 azuras. Yan's voice also carried a hint of excitement. Seize souls, blood transmutation great art, refine into blood elixirs. This is true demonic cultivation, the demonic path, Fang Han marveled. For any living being, Han refers to the spirit, Per refers to chi and blood. After any living being dies, chi and blood disperse, and the spirit also fades away with the wind. Because spirit is yin, chi and blood is yang. In a living human body, yin and yang are united and balanced. Losing either side leads to immediate death. Demonic cultivation methods usually kill living beings, refine them into nourishing elixirs, then consume the elixirs to strengthen one's own flesh and spirit. It is just like forging a fine sword. If you use living people, infants, tigers, spirit snakes, and other living beings to consecrate the furnace, you are guaranteed to get an exceptional sword. Immortal cultivation, on the other hand, mostly uses spiritless herbs and spirit stones to refine elixirs to strengthen the flesh, then uses the power of one's own body to develop mystical abilities. This is the fundamental difference between the immortal and demonic paths. However, the demonic method of plundering souls to strengthen one's own flesh and spirit does have drawbacks. After killing a living being, even when refined into an elixir, some impure spiritual imprints still remain inside. If you consume too many, these impure spiritual imprints will invade your own mind, leading to mental derangement and falling into demonic deviation. Therefore, immortal cultivation is steady and safe. Though progress is slow, it generally does not lead to demonic deviation. Demonic cultivation progresses quickly, but the chance of falling into demonic deviation is shockingly high. Out of 1,000 people who cultivate the demonic path, basically 990 will die. But Yin said that if you add holy yellow spring water when refining blood elixirs, you can completely remove the residual spiritual imprints, turning them into pure blood elixirs. The Yellow Spring River has the power to wash away blood and spirit, which is also why it can reforge those flying swords. There is even a folk legend that drinking Yellow Spring water makes one forget all memories of a past life and start over it. Such temptation was absolutely enticing for Fang Han to step onto the demonic path, because it brought fast cultivation progress and no danger at all. Fine, go ahead and do it. Once you refine the blood elixirs, feed the flying yixias first as a try. Fang Han licked his lips, his eyes fixed on the fiend army drawing closer, and spoke calmly. No need for a try at all. Back when the Yellow Spring Emperor ruled the holy underground Yellow Spring River, my Yellow Spring sect butchered countless living beings to refine pure blood elixirs for our disciples to consume, helping them break through the limits of the mortal body. There are no side effects at all. I saw you have some mental barriers, unwilling to step onto the demonic path. That is fine. After I refine the pure blood elixirs, you will be tempted. Right now, you only have the strength of 5 horses. Even when you step into the God transformation realm, you will only have the strength of 8 horses, just 3 horses stronger than an ordinary God transformation expert. You need to constantly strengthen your mortal body, build up your chi and blood, continuously refine your essence blood into spirit to supply power for your mind, before you can step into the mystic ability realm. By that time, ordinary food is completely useless. Only consuming pure blood elixirs is the only way to strengthen your mortal body. Do you know how strong your body needs to be at minimum to step into the mystic ability realm? Your body needs to be as strong as 10 horses or more. Yan's voice came, full of temptation, urging Fang Han to step onto the demonic path. I don't care if it is immortal or demonic path, let's survive first. Fang Han had no more time to listen to Yan's temptation anymore. High up in the sky, Xianxia had already unleashed rolling purple lightning, striking toward the demon god altar. Down below, a troop of 20 to 30 Yixias, ferocious and menacing, had already pounced toward him. Countless glittering stars. Right away, Fang Han stamped his foot, activated his 7-star step footwork. His ritual sword burst into 10,000 glinting sword lights, stabbing straight into the eyes of 2 Yixias in an instant. Psst, psst. A powerful current erupted from the ritual sword instantly. The 2 Yixias could not even struggle before they died. The ritual sword, re-refined by Xianxia, was several times sharper than before, far more lethal. It even carried the power of purple lightning and thunder. After cutting a Yixia, the Yixia would be paralyzed by the electricity, unable to move, which greatly added to Fang Han's combat power. Who. Just then, Fang Han suddenly felt the submerged dragging yellow spring diagram on his body stir. A wisp of yellow light, thin as spider silk, wrapped around the ritual sword and sank into the bodies of the 2 dead Yixias. In an instant, all the essence blood, bone marrow, everything from the 2 Yixias was sucked into the yellow spring diagram. Fang Han channeled a sliver of his spirit to sense the holy yellow spring river inside the diagram, and found that a stretch of the river surface had been dyed red with blood. Then the dragon Yin floated on the river surface, letting out a long chant. The blood of the 2 Yixias suddenly condensed in the water, forming a pellet the size of a walnut. This blood elixir was completely pure all over, like a blood jade gem, the best sustenance for cultivators. When a cultivator reaches the God transformation realm, ordinary grains and mundane food can only fill their stomach. If they eat mundane food for a long time, impurities will gradually accumulate in their body, they will age faster, and instead of making progress, they will regress. A cultivator's sustenance is usually self-refined elixirs, or spiritual rice provided by large immortal sects, such as the Jade Meal Hall of Yuhua sect. But the food from the Jade Meal Hall is only free of impurities, it keeps the body clean, it cannot further improve cultivation, strengthen bones and muscles, or raise the limit of the mortal body. Even true disciples do not eat at the Jade Meal Hall, they refine their own elixirs on their mountain peaks after arduous processing, to replenish their vital chi. Connected inner sect disciples go to true disciples' mountain peaks to beg for elixirs as sustenance. The top 10 experts on the mountain and river list all receive refined bigu elixirs distributed by the sect every month. A Yixia's essence blood is truly thick, it is equivalent to dozens of tigers. It normally takes 72 slaughtered tigers to refine one blood elixir. Fang Han, swallow this blood elixir. You will not need to eat or drink for 3 days, your strength will remain full, and the fascia in your body will become tougher. If you take blood elixirs for a long time with your current cultivation, you will step into the God transformation realm in less than a month. What a pity that I no longer have a physical body. I can only absorb the essence of pure yang treasures to strengthen myself, I cannot consume any elixirs. Yin clicked his tongue in admiration. By this time, Fang Han could no longer hear any words from Yin. All his spirit was completely immersed in the battle, because fully 50 Yixias had surrounded him. He swept his ritual sword out. All the Yixia's steel tridents snapped one after another, like cutting through tofu. The purple lightning on the sword traveled through the tridents, paralyzing all these Yixias on the spot. Fang Han hacked left and right. 2 swords cut 2 Yixias into halves. A Yixia's scales are hard, but the ritual sword now was far too sharp. Cutting through scales was nothing extraordinary. Ziz, ziz. Large amounts of essence blood flowed into the yellow spring diagram, and another blood elixir was successfully condensed. Who? A tall Yixia, apparently a small leader, appeared in front of Fang Han. It shook the steel trident in its hand, treated it as a spear and hurled it hard at him. When Fang Han dodged, this Yixia leader bared its fangs, let out a demonic roar, and slapped Fang Han straight in the chest. This was actually a proper martial art. Humph. You only have the strength of 4 horses. How can you harm me? Fang Han, a cultivator at the spirit channeling realm, his eyes glinted, and he immediately saw through the strength and state of this Yixia leader. Ordinary Yixias all have the strength of 3 horses. This Yixia had apparently consumed some miraculous elixir, so its strength was much higher than other Yixias. But right now, because of the 9 aperture golden elixir, Fang Han's physical strength matched that of a god transformation expert. He already had the strength of 5 horses. Striking later but arriving first, one sword pierced straight through the Yixia leader's palm. The purple lightning on the ritual sword paralyzed it again, and all its essence blood poured into the yellow spring diagram. Because the yellow spring diagram absorbed essence blood very discreetly, and the battle was chaotic, no one noticed anything amiss. After killing this small leader, Fang Han spared a moment to glance at the demon god altar in the distance, and found that Fang Qingxue had already closed in on the altar. Sword chi crisscrossed, Ying thunder exploded, purple lightning filled the sky, wrapping serious little immortal Wang Molin, the pure fox sorceress and all the others inside the blast. But the Azura commander flapped his 2 wings, broke out of the encirclement, and shot like an arrow into the sky above the fiend army. Fang Han only felt the Azura commander, with his handsome face and blood-red eyes, staring down at him from above, locking on tightly, ready to strike at any moment and grind him into powder. Bad. I can withstand the siege of Yixias thanks to the purple lightning power on the ritual sword, but what do I do about this Azura commander? Do I really have to use my hidden flying swords? Fang Han thought to himself that. All of you retreat. Guard the altar. Just then, the Azura commander's voice came from the sky. The fiend army surrounding Fang Han scattered like a tide, leaving behind dozens of corpses. The Azura commander crashed heavily down to the ground, standing only 100 paces away from Fang Han. Human, what is your name? The Azura commander spoke to Fang Han.